the 911 Advocate Award. You were nominated by the PIOs, Public Information Officers from the Emergency Communications Department, due to your ongoing support of E911 and your constant recognition, keeping them in the loop, tagging them on social media, and helping to remind them that they are part of the team. So they were greatly appreciative of that, and for that you're given the 911 Advocate Award for 2019.
Thank you very much.
Also, our medal, Together We Can.
That's fantastic.
And we will do a socially distanced photo. Obviously this year we had to do things a little bit different because of COVID, but nonetheless, your role in the 911 department is ever as important. You get 2 awards today. The first is the 911 Mission Award. And the details of this: on June 6, 2019, you were working Marietta 1 on a domestic call at the Sun Inn on Cobb Parkway. The subjects were covered in blood and had left the facility. You quickly dispatched the call and handled the multiple units that were responding. A sergeant 8271 ended up in a chase with one of the male subjects. During that chase, he climbed a fence which collapsed and he was injured. Yes. He required medical attention. You were able to verify his location and get the fire department to him to render medical care while continuing to work the remainder of the call. The suspect was apprehended. You received a thank you card from Sergeant Vaughn on the day of the incident, and he wanted to express how appreciative he was of you on that day. So excellent job for your work.
Thank you.
Now, before you leave, you get another award for the Community Outreach Award for 2019 because you were the leading person who participated in community outreach events and educational events. For those who don't know, community outreach is a voluntary role, so she assists voluntarily outside of the department, and she's done an excellent job. I've seen you many times, so thank you very much. And last but not least, you were one of my hires, so it's with great pleasure that I give you both of these awards. Thank you very much for your service to 911. Thank you. This year, Tina Rutledge is also receiving the 911 Mission Award, and the details of this event are: on March 5th, 2019, you answered a 911 call in which a child caller was hysterical, crying, trying to go to the bus stop, while a man approached her trying to get her into his van. You immediately notified first responders and had them on the way. You encouraged the child to go back into her apartment. Even though she was screaming and hysterical, you were able to calm her down enough to get her back into the apartment. The male subject continued to ride back and forth past, but because of your training and your dedication, the child was left unharmed. Responders got there, you kept her safe and feeling safe. More responders arrived. So great job to you.
Thank you.
So this is the 911 Director's Award for 2019, and this one is especially important to me because I nominated Sabrina. So right after I assumed this position, the administrative coordinator that was in place retired, and Sabrina stepped up to the plate and became my administrative coordinator. Without her, I could never have been as successful as I was. She had my back, she kept me straight, she was loyal, and for that I'm forever indebted. So thank you very much for your role. I'm going to miss you terribly. So Colin Bragg is one of 5 recipients of the 2019 Stork Award for his successful assistance of delivering a child over the phone on December 19th on Iroquois Road in Kennesaw. So for that, you are receiving the 2019 Stork Award. Thank you very much for your service. Sydney Hagerman is one of 5 recipients of the 2019 Stork Award for her successful delivering of a child over the phone on March 5th at the Hampton Inn in Marietta, no less.
What?
So for that, I'm sure mom and child are incredibly grateful for her service and for the successful delivery of the child. So thank you for your work.
Wow, thank you so much.
You're welcome. We're presenting Robert Reese with his 5-year service award to Cobb County government. May it be many, many more, please.
Yeah.
All right, hey.
So, Brian, you are receiving the CTO Communications Training Officer Award for 2019. You were nominated because of your #1 outstanding attitude, which I promise you is my #1 skill set that I look for. Your willingness to always jump in and train anybody that comes along. You take trainees back to back with never a complaint. But most of all, like I said, is your fabulous attitude, which is a breath of fresh air. So thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'd like to present a certificate to you for 15 years with Cobb County government. We are very appreciative of your service, and we hope you'll stay for 15 more. All right, so today we're presenting Wendy with a life-saving award. The information on this is on May 12th of 2019. Wendy answered a 911 call in which a male stated his friend had overdosed from using heroin. Wendy initiated the EMD protocols and gave instructions for CPR. The male caller gave the phone over to a female caller. Wendy had to be firm to get answers to her questions. She convinced the female caller to begin CPR until first responders arrived. Narcan was administered and the patient survived. So excellent job, Wendy.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so today we are presenting Desmond with the 911 Mission Award. On March 26, 2019, Desmond called back an abandoned line after the victim phoned 911 and hung up. He immediately realized that something wasn't right. He listened and used his quick thinking and knowledge of the area to establish a rolling location for units to respond, as the caller was an Uber driver with an unruly passenger making threats. He began asking yes or no questions. The caller was quick to pretend that he was talking to a friend while Desmond gathered further details. Marietta police arrived on scene and took the passenger into custody. Desmond was recognized in the local news and nominated for an award at the Cobb Chamber of Commerce. Great job, Desmond. Today we're presenting Julie with the 2019 Life Saving Award. The details are on June 9th, 2019, Julie answered a 911 call in which a male stated he had an unresponsive female friend. Julie initiated EMD protocols and gave instructions for CPR. She was encouraging and counseled with the caller to ensure proper application. She guided him to continue to monitor the victim until the first responders arrived. Narcan was administered and the patient survived. Good job, Julie. On August 9th, 2019, Annette answered a 911 call in which the caller was unable to speak. The caller was moaning and unable to give an address or any further information. Utilizing her tools, she was able to determine an address. However, Annette utilized additional tools, which is Rapid SOS, to obtain a different address from the one that she previously got and began dispatching units to both addresses. Annette tried to get the caller to tap on the phone yes or no if it was the correct address, but the caller disconnected. Annette attempted callback, and although the caller answered, she was still unable to speak. Finally, the caller broke through crying and moaning and was able to state that she had had a seizure and hit her head. Responding units arrived and were able to transport the patient. Because of Annette's tenacity and patience, she helped the units locate the correct location and find the patient. Excellent job.